Is it? Are we live? Am I solo tonight? It's all good. What's up, everyone? Happy Friday, happy NYCC, all that good stuff. Yeah, it's doing a little Friday night. I'm gonna be gone. Over the weekend, so I won't be able to do a show on Sunday with Pickles. I know, boohoo. But wanted to do a show regardless going into the weekend and do a huge giveaway, depending on how many people would get in the stream. But I'll be doing multiple giveaways today. Kind of in lieu of NYCC and kind of some new things going on in the whole Discord/YouTube world. I don't know if anyone has watched me on other shows, but Renee, I sent you a link if you want to jump in, man. Come on through. What's going on? Hello from New Mexico. Last time I was in New Mexico, what year was that? I was like 2000. I want to say 2006, 2007. Good times, man. Santa Fe was awesome. Michael Baker, are you at NYCC? I'm not sure if you're there or not, but if you are, hope you like this list. We should have Fedora coming on pretty soon. Oh, okay. No worries. It's all good. We should have Fedora coming in pretty soon. What up, AOA? AOA's in the house. He is in New York, but he's not at NYCC. He's at work. Should be getting off pretty soon. I wonder if he gets like any. Send you link. God damn devil. Just kidding. Here, I got you. Fedora. I don't even know which one's your. Here. Okay, Fedora. I just sent you the link through Instagram. It's on Discord too, but it's on Instagram as well. So, sadly, you're not NYCC, but you're in New York. Okay, cool. I respect that, man. Yeah, we're just trying to get into we're trying to get into some things to look at if you're at NYCC or just, I guess, a con in general in the current market kind of times here. But real quick, want to do a little shout out to the old OTR Discord/YouTube channel. It is no longer. It has been shut down as of today. We do have a new Discord though. So let me just do. Oh, that's something else. We are starting a new server. There are some people in there right now. I'm not sure who's active, but we got I think excuse me, Cody, Southpaw Brad's in there. We got Wade and Deep Percy Comics they're all in there together right now, but we are starting a new server here. Let me see if I can get the link. Shit. How do I do people? Okay. Invite people. Copy. There we go. All right. So that's the new Discord. Rest in peace, OTR. It's all good. OnlyFans is coming, man. We'll see. We'll see about that. Fedora. There's Fedora. He just got off work. What's going on, my man?
Yo, what's up?
Yo, hey, real quick. So you just got off work.
Yeah.
Has there been any spillage of people from the con to work?
Not at my location.
Okay, I feel you.
They're at the Times Square location, lined up around the block. So I don't. That's not.
That's not you. So you've avoided the scurry of NYCC.
Yeah. That's not. I mean, we did get like some people in, right? Sure. Like from the con, but there were just like people that were like, oh, like I went to this location. There were too many people, so I just Googled other locations and I came here.
I got you.
Yeah.
That's cool. So in regards, I was. Oh, you leave me like that? Okay. So Fedora, I was just talking about kind of the updates to the OTR. So OTR is no longer. What are the current name suggestions? I feel like we're the Washington Redskins, or the formerly Washington Redskins, now Commanders. We may just go nameless Discord. I don't know. We'll see. But if you aren't in that new Discord,
nameless comics. That's it. There we go.
Nameless collectibles. I don't know. I don't know if we'll do like a lot of NFT stuff in the Discord. We probably will. But as far as the show on Thursdays that so many people had loved and enjoyed, I don't know what's going to be the future of that. There's been talks of just doing an episode on my channel. There's been talks of possibly going on other channels just independently, or just scrapping the whole YouTube show weekly or doing a monthly show. But the Discord again is I put in the chat there. So feel free to join. You know, we'll probably keep it pretty like unpolitical and just kind of like more friendly place. But I mean, again, like a little more friendly, or I would say, you know, we're not gonna like ban like any speech or anything like that, but just, you know, just trying to keep it pretty chill, and all that good stuff. So I hope you guys all come back and or join the Discord that has followed the old OTR. And yeah, just keep it fun and just keep it comics and keep it chill with everybody. So how's your night going so far, Fedora?
Oh, I just wanted to put like a disclaimer. I know a few people have invited me onto like some podcast and I've declined. I don't have anything against you. It's just I don't really have time. So I don't want it to be like, oh, this guy is like blah blah. Like, you know, everybody that requests me to come on, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You guys rock. And it's amazing to me that people request me to be on the shows to talk about whatever the hell it is that I talk about. But you know, I work 2 jobs. I have a kid. And is it static?
No, you're good, man.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't, you know, I'm not trying to like give anybody the cold shoulder. It's just I don't have time to like come up with content and create content.
Right.
And, you know, I do this on my only day off. So, you know, on Sundays we do the show, and that's just mainly because it's my free time. That's why I'm always outside. I'm running errands, saying what's up to friends, and I got a phone to my face walking down the street, you know, Times Square, and everybody's always like, "Yeah, what is this guy doing?" So, but I do it on my free time.
No, man, and I appreciate you coming through kind of on a last whim. Yeah, again, I won't be here this weekend, so that's kind of why the reason we're doing the show on a Friday. But we'll try and keep it quick so you can get to your loved ones and all that. And yeah, a lot of the show is actually hold on. A lot of the show is actually kind of your picks. So I hope you enjoyed the slides that I made.
Oh, is it? I thought you put some.
Like
you put some stuff. Okay,
like
good.
Half.
Okay, good.
Without further ado, let's get into it real quick. And yeah, let's start the show. All right, real quick, guys. Make sure everyone your friends. We are doing a few giveaways today, depending on how many people we get live. We got 7 live, so I want to thank everyone for coming through on a Friday night. We'll try and keep this quick so you all can get to your happy hours, your Friday night movies, or just getting home in general. So again, I appreciate everyone coming through. But today we are talking about going to a con and keeping your eye out for some stuff. Hopefully not paying too much money for stuff. And I need Fedora's like kind of opinion about some of these books we're talking about and video games we're talking about today. So hold up 1 second here. Let me get this. Snap. Hold on 1 second. Technical difficulties, homies. Dragon's Den is not feeling well, so he is gonna be watching this from the sidelines or the trenches. Do people even say that? Is that even cool to say? Trenches? That's kind of dumb. Anyway. So yeah, so I'm not at NYCC. Obviously, I'm home in here in the Seattle area. What's up, Turtle 928? Street Food is good. What's going on? Happy Friday to you. Yeah, so I've been kind of, oh, cool. Here's a Valo streamer. All right, there you go, man. Well, I hope you are a part of some of the giveaways later on in the show today and near the end. So, so I was thinking, whenever I go to a con, like I go in there with the intention of having like a plan, right? Fedora, what's the last con you went to? Just out of curiosity.
The last Comic-Con I went to was in 2018, NYCC, and then the one prior to that was 2013. But the last convention I've been to was Anime NYC with my ex, who is Japanese, and she just wanted to see what the vibe was. That was it.
Yeah. Okay. And like, I mean, every single time I have like an idea of like, okay, I'm gonna get this guy's autograph. I'm gonna try and hit up this dude for whatever. But for the most part, after that, I just kind of go in blind with no plan. Is that kind of are you just trying to you just go? What's your plan?
Cons aren't my thing. Like, okay. A lot of people really ask me like, hey, like cons like this.
Yeah.
I mean, when I go, like, it would be nice for me to go and have a plan, like, at least one time. But I'm just such an uncoordinated and like pistols out and blasting first that I don't really pay attention to like what's going on. I just go in and I'm like, whoa, this guy's here. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I have no plan.
It's all good, man. I always try to have a plan, but it never goes into fruition, my plan. So that was kind of my inspiration for this show today, is I kind of wanted to help people with a plan for going into NYCC, other than like getting autographs, getting that foil. No hate on the foils. It's not my thing. I get fingerprints all over my foils. If Chromium comes back, though, I'm all over the Chromium. But just some comic books that, you know, going into a con, you know, there's always wall books. There's always like dollar bins and all that. There's graded comic books, all, you know, whatever. But if you have a plan, and if any of these comic books are in your plan, I hope you get some food for thought when offering prices or trying to get a discount or a deal on some of these books. These are the current market prices for comic books that myself, Fedora, and Mr. Renee, what's your name? Dragon's Den, would be on the hunt for if we were all three of us to possibly go to a con together, which may happen one day. Who knows, right?
It will. That'd be the only time I'd ever step into a con.
Okay, no doubt. What's up, Cody? Okay, here's another cool thing about the Discord. I'll tell you all that. I was bullshitting with Wade, this guy, who else? Southpaw Brad, and yeah, we were all just bullshitting for like 2 hours, like a couple hours ago, just talking about life, just talking about whatever. I'm gonna try and be more active in the Discord. I think with the other founders of the Discord, just to be, you know, like just build community, man. That's kind of been our goal the whole time. But it was a lot of good times just bullshitting with those guys. So yeah, join the Discord. Again, here's the Discord. Oh shit, I don't got the Discord in me, but if you guys are interested in the Discord, the new revamp OTR Discord, let me know. But yeah, so let's get into it. Oh shit, hold on, give me 1 second. All right.
While he figures that out, this is the famous Joe's Pizza from Spider-Man 2.
For real?
Yeah, I'm right behind it. I didn't even know that.
You even know?
Yeah, until I walked in, because somebody was like, "Oh, you never been to Joe's Pizza?" And I'm like, "I don't have that mid pizza." And then somebody was like, "Oh, it's in Spider-Man 2." And I'm like, "Really?" And then they were like, "Yeah." So I went in, I had the pizza, and guess what?
What?
It was mid. So, like,
yeah, that's no good, man. That's no.
But look at all these people lined up, like oh my god, look, this is the line for Joe's Pizza. I'm not even joking. See all those people as Joe's Pizza's line around the block. It's like they're trying to get into a club. Look at this.
I mean, that's the only club I want to get into is the Joe's Pizza Club. That's for sure.
Yeah, and well, that's like the most mid club you'll ever.
So okay, like let me ask you real quick. How do I use mid in a sentence, man? Like how should I use that?
It's what's a comic book that you thought was just okay that recently released?
Okay, let's see. How about fuck, I can't think of one off the top of my head, man.
Like I read American Psycho last night, and
then
and then I walked into work, and then somebody was like, "Yo, did you read American Psycho?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was mid." And then I walked into like the changing room to put on my that's a comic. Like mid is like something that's just like, it's not bad, it's not good, it's like whatever.
It's like average. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Now I just aged myself because I can't say certain things, but it's all good. I'm too old to say some shit, man. I'm just being honest. Let's see here. All right, we're back on track. So the first comic book, Fedora, you sent this to me. Real quick before we get into the prices for it, why would you be looking for this book at a con?
Because honestly, like, there's a lot of young kids, and I'm talking about like high school students that come in. It's not even Miles Morales anymore. It's, do you have Spider-Punk? I'm looking for Spider-Punk. Do you have Spider-Punk anything? So that's something that's been like really a lot of kids are like super into Spider-Man, but we keep getting a lot of requests about Spider-Punk, so much so that all the trades are sold out. It's hard to find a trade anywhere of like the collected Spider-Punk, his solo series. And that got me thinking, like, is this a character to like that has potential staying power for like the future? And if I were a betting man, if I were to bet, and I don't really like to do speculation. I don't really like to tell you where you put your money at.
Sure.
I don't like to quote unquote police the books, as some people in this chat said before. If I was going to invest on a character for like the next 10, 20 years, it would probably be Spider-Punk, because once you have the teenagers born in 2005, and then they're telling you this is what we want to buy, that's a character you should pay attention to. I always pay attention to like the youth, whether it's music, movies, video games, what to buy, what they're interested in. I always follow the youth. So if these younger kids who are getting into comic books, don't know anything, just saw the Spider-Man movie and was like, I resonate with this character, so I'm gonna put on my backpack and go out of my way to go to a comic book store, which is something that not many young teenagers do these days. For one character, let's put the money there. Let's put the money there. So
that is like the most basic and most amazing explanation of why you want this book, and that's why I want to start off kind of hot with this discussion here. We're talking about, everyone was asking, what's a long-term buy? What's a comic book that's going to hold value even in these like dark times? And so when I was looking up the prices for these, high, mid, low, whatever, I was actually not shocked, because when I don't know if anyone else has watched the movie. I did watch the movie. All the kids that I watched the movie with, they love Miles, but they were fascinated by Spider-Punk. They asked me, what's a comic book I can get that has Spider-Punk on it or where it mentions him? I immediately went to this book. How much is it? It's like $50 raw, the regular version. Oh shit, I don't got $50. I may have $50 in 10 years when I remember this comic book or this, whatever. That might be pretty tight. What up, Doc Joe? Welcome to the chat. And again, as Dragon's Den says, subscribe, hit that like button. Appreciate you all. With that said, we're talking about going NYCC. So Fedora, if I was with you, I'd be like, bro, this is
we're getting Spider-Punk.
You're getting Spider-Punk. Yeah. Getting Spider-Punk. You want a 9.8. I would get this personally a 9.8 because of the color rub on this book, and I'm investing in it long-term, quote unquote. The high of this book this past couple, this is like a 2-3 month kind of like range. $535 for a 9.8 at the high. Mid, like I said that, mid, like that mid. $450 for a mid price, and a low 9.8.
Oh, I see copy. What you did there. I see what you did there. It took me a while. It took me a while.
I'm so dumb. $350 for the low, past 2 to 3 months. So I would go in, and you can always haggle, with these guys, right? You can always say like, hey, like, I'm thinking of paying, I got $400 on me for 9.8. What can you do? That's probably what I'd shoot for. I probably would. I mean, if they want 410 for it cash, I mean, you might as well just send it to them. But I mean, for the average market of what people are paying for this book, that's a pretty good price if you can get it for that, especially at a con. So if you are really like hunting for this book, that's a good amount. I think that's a fair amount to pay for. I know that the market's really tough right now just with everything going on, but that's pretty realistic. People got to make money too. I'd say offer 400, maybe like even start with 380, meet the dealer in the middle and see if it works out. I don't know if that's Sunday kind of like, oh, it's Sunday, they don't want to bring books back. I mean, no one's gonna
yeah, that's not gonna work with that.
I think it doesn't really work anymore, but just some food for thought. If you're hunting for ASM 10 First Appearance of Spider-Punk 9.8 in this variant, that's how much you should offer. What do you think, man?
I think it's good. I would say like right now, like I know everybody's talking about like Spider-Boy, but
yeah,
I feel like it's a little too early to be. I don't know. I know a lot of people have been mentioning Spider-Boy at the shop, like, oh, Spider-Boy's new book is coming out, but it's more like older people. And for me, I feel like anybody outside of Spider-Punk is like we'll have to wait and see. Like this is for sure. This is for sure. And there's like a parade somewhere for some reason.
Let's see.
I can't see it. I don't know where the noise is coming from. It's louder than usual. There's a few cosplayers.
Like one day I want like someone running, like evading something, or like a big crowd. Hopefully you're safe, you know, like, but it'd be kind of crazy to see like just some crazy ass shit that you like are in the streets or whatever.
It might be today.
It might be today.
With the way everything is looking crazy and shit.
This is another one of your picks. Wonder Woman Black and Gold, number 5. This peaked at 2021. Now these are 9.8 prices. This peaked at 500 during the pandemic, which makes sense to me, right? People are paying crazy shit for everything. Now we're moving on from one vendor to another. Fedora goes in. Fedora, why are you picking this book?
Because Rose Besh is still putting out content, and from what I understand, people still like her stuff. Granted, like a lot of her stuff isn't worth what it used to be, and it seems like a lot of shine has been taken away from her.
Yeah.
But I think that you know, the ones her two I think I might have mentioned another one, but I think this one was like, it was low print and it was from like a hot artist, and people are still paying, you know, a hefty amount for, you know, this book. So it's good art. I know like the anime-ish kind of style is like pretty big. I know Peach Momoko is killing it, but I didn't put her on this list. I just wanted to kind of like highlight some books that like not many people might know are still holding the line. Mm-hmm. And I think this is like a good example of like a book and an artist that's kind of like forgotten about and flying under the radar. And that was my theory behind it. Like no one's really talking about Rose Besh anymore, but her variants still sell pretty well to just people coming into the shop that just want like something cool to have.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You know, I don't like Rose Besh at all, period. However,
it's an acquired taste.
Yeah,
I would say so. She has some good ones, has some bad ones.
But I like the colors and I like how this cover pops. And I'm not a Wonder Woman fan. I probably have talked a little bit of shit about Rose Besh on some other podcasts. Not necessarily because of you, but that should not be named. Whatever. Anyway, but no, I dig this cover though. I dig this cover. It's not my thing, but this isn't about that. It's about Fedora trying to go to Comic-Con, trying to get 9.8. Currently, the highs are around 350, mids around 300, and the low came actually at 200 in August,
which is crazy. A low for 200 is crazy.
And you know what else is when I was looking through this data, this is something for folks, not the comics that we picked, but a lot of the majority of all the lows that I found in these books that we're talking about today all came in August. So definitely there is a definite fire sale, I think, amongst a lot of books in August. Who knows if those lows will come back again with the upcoming con season coming up and, you know, the holidays, but something to kind of be on the lookout for when you're going out buying comic books and all that. So I would say 250, just kind of using an average. That's probably like maybe a little bit too cheap, I guess you could say, but that's kind of what my target price would be, is 250 for this book. Fedora, you said 200 is pretty crazy. I agree. Just with the prices that past 2-3 months, right? Would you offer like 275, 300 for this, or what do you think is a good price point for you?
What do I think is a good price for this?
For you.
In a 9.8? 200. The low is good for 200.
Okay. Cool. And,
I think people paying 350 for this is like, no, don't get me fired up. Don't get me fired up. Don't get me fired up.
I'm just fucking with dog.
He's saying Tosin.
Dude, Michael Baker, he listens to you, man. I know he does. He listens to you. So
Tosin is like the Joe's Pizza of comics. Like, everybody wants a piece, and then it's not that good.
Hey, is Is Tosin mid then, or is he's not even mid, right?
He's not even a temperature. Like like just don't even. Like he's not even.
Wade is back in the chat. Wade is back in the chat. What up, Wade? Again, I was talking about the Discord. We were all just kind of bullshitting for the past couple of hours. So if you guys want to be part of the Discord, just hit me up. I'll put the link later. Fedora's in the Discord as well.
Why
we got
is
some
she
good people
screaming?
in there. And JT Comics, the buffest man in all of comic books, is in the house. I'm not buff at all, so I'm just saying.
Me either.
Yeah.
But yeah, the low. I like the low is what I would pay for 9.8. Like personally, I don't even like this book. Like that's
hold up. Oh, you don't personally? Okay, you just want to fix.
Yeah,
I got you. I full disclosure: Fedora does not like this book.
No, but if I had to like pick a price, it would be 200. 200. Yeah. Like that's what I would. If somebody put a gun to my head and was like, "I'm gonna unalive you if you don't buy this," like, or make me an offer, that would be 200.
Toastin's evidently your loyalty to some people in the chat here, but
okay. Okay.
We're having too much fun. We're too much.
Keep holding on to that, bro. Keep holding on to that. He has a crown and ruling nothing.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, this one. You see, this is another good one. This is another Spider-Punk. So this book has a lot going for it. It's, Spider-Punk's first limited series.
Gotcha.
So when this book came out, everybody was complaining about the paper quality of this book. Mm-hmm. Like everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. And even like
I was.
You were? Yeah. The quality of the paper was atrocious.
Right.
It was like the worst thing I've ever seen before.
Yeah.
And one of the problems with all the incentives were with that. When I got mine for like sub $40, like maybe a little under 40. Okay. And then when I got it at the shop, I was like, man, like this is kind of crazy. Like
kind of crazy.
Yeah. Like the corner is kind of damaged, but it was like a pressable defect.
Sure.
And then when everybody was like, oh, flip it, you should flip. It's going for 150, and everybody was like flipping this book, but like if you hold on to it, full disclosure, I do not sell books or flip them. No, there's a 1 in 50. There's a 1 in 50. 1 in 50 or go home. That's it. 1 in 50 and up. Nah, I'm just kidding. There's some 1 in 25s on here. But and everybody was selling this raw for 150 when it first came out. And then what ended up happening was that I held on. I mean, I don't sell books, but I was telling everybody not to sell it because I kind of felt like he was going to be on in the Spider-Verse movie, and he was a big deal. And then now, like, good luck getting this book for sub 150.
Yeah.
This is like, if you can't afford the first appearance of Spider-Punk, I guess this is like the second best thing because it also has Takashi Azuki, who's kind of been on fire, right?
Sure. Sure.
So with the covers and stuff, so this is good. I like this. I have this.
Yes.
And I don't sell books.
He doesn't sell books.
No.
Real quick, we have royalty in the house. We have Twitch royalty in the house. Taylor, who is not a bot. If you guys aren't on Twitch, if you're not on her Discord, Taylor, drop it down in the links. We'll support you. We love you. You're not a bot. You're an actual real person.
Taylor, check out Joe's Pizza. Oh, I'm not even in front of the thing anymore. Yo, if everybody does hashtag Joe's Pizza, I will go into Joe's Pizza right now.
Don't put yourself to that pain, man.
Hashtag Joe's Pizza. Anyways, but yeah, this is a good book to own. Spider-Punk 1 in 50. I think this is a great book, and the character is gonna grow. And I think these are the two bangers that you guys should look out for. In Spider-Man. That's it. In Spider-Man.
So if you were gonna go into NYCC, just here's the market prices so far. Hive 450. This past, I think, July or June, I want to say. Mid 265. August 166 low for a 9.8 in this book. That is ridiculous.
And those are going raw.
Those were going
those
raw
were
for like
raw
200.
prices too.
200.
So yeah, if you sold this when
if you bought it for 166, man, like you're good. That's a beautiful cover. And tough 9.8. So
yes. Keep that in mind. There's a lot of like 9.0s, 9.6s and stuff like that. Yeah. So keep in mind. If you got a 9.8, you looking great.
If you got a 9.8, you looking great.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to make it rhyme.
Real quick, I'm gonna do a giveaway. I'm gonna do 3 today. We got 19 in the chat. I'm gonna do a giveaway real quick.
Damn, we got a lot of people.
We got a good crew today. Really good crew. I'm really excited with this crew today. So we're gonna give away this Nocterra special. And then
I like Nocterra. It was a good book.
Good boy. I got this free from someone. I'm not sure who it was. I got a Wolverine. This is all going to be in one giveaway too, by the way, everyone. I got first appearance. This is the big one. This is the $25 book in this one. Contest of Champions #1. First, help me in the chat. White Fox.
Yeah, White Fox. Yo, you saw that? Yo, there's a 1 in 25, or like there's like some crazy variant.
It's so hard.
That's $700, and
I know,
I'm like,
that's the one. I have it raw. I haven't graded it yet. I have that raw.
You have that raw, yeah. Bro? For no one buying that, bro.
Oh man, I want 98 so bad. And then we got this Flash. This is this new series. I didn't want to give this away because I like Flash, but I love the community too. So. We're not going to do a spin the wheel. If you're in the chat, whoever's the first person to list the first book we talked about, these books are yours. So we'll give it about like 30 seconds for everyone to answer. But whoever's the first one to mention who are the first book we talked about, those books are yours.
There's like a giant whale in like the middle of the street. Yeah, it's like a whale. It's like a...
And I gotta just remember what the book was. Street Food is Good. You are correct. That was the first book we talked about. Hit me up.
I don't even remember the first book we talked about.
I forgot to,
man.
I forgot to. That's hilarious. Street Food is Good. Hit me up on the Discord or Instagram, and I will send you those books. Hadouken. That's awesome, dude. Let's see here. And again, I want to thank everyone. We got 20 live today. This is amazing. NYCC weekend. Please subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Tell all your friends. I'm doing 2 more giveaways until the end of this show. So
yo, I got triggered because I thought Street Food said Hoboken, and I was about to lose my mind because I don't like Hoboken. I like, no offense to people in New Jersey, but I don't like Hoboken.
You know, the before we get to the next one, the last time I ever went to, or the only time I've been to the East Coast for St. Patrick's Day, I was in Hoboken. I got so drunk, dude. Like, I don't think I've ever.
Why are you in Hoboken, bro? Hoboken is like the bastard child of Manhattan. It doesn't know whether it wants to be like Manhattan or Williamsburg. It's having like an identity crisis in like it's whatever.
It was because my cousin's from the area, and so she took us out there. It was pretty close and all that stuff. So
yeah, I mean, I guess no disrespect to hashtag no disrespect.
Hashtag no disrespect.
Hashtag respectfully. Hashtag respectfully. Respectfully.
Hashtag unalive yourself.
Yes, but respectfully, like fuck Hoboken.
Okay, all right, there you go. Hadouken instead. All right, Static 1 in 100. 2023. I'm gonna call it cover of the motherfucking year. Enough said about this comic book. I love this book. I have it in 9.8. I think there's only like 10 on the census or something like that. It came out like at the turn of the end of the year, but I claim it to be a 2023 cover candidate. Bro, have you guys ever had this in Midtown, or like what's your thoughts on this?
You know it's so crazy? That book sat in like the little bin for like a few days, like maybe like a week, because nobody was really picking up Static or anything like that. We might have had, yeah, but I mean, nobody cared, right? So you know what I'm gonna say? It's one of those things where, like, you know, when it's always the case, like when people talk about it, you know, then they want it, but I didn't really know that it was a 1 in 100. I just thought it was like another foil variant, so I was like, whatever about it. I don't even remember how much it was. I don't remember it being like that crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a good series. You know, people read it. People liked it.
I love it. I reread it. I liked it that much.
There's a lot of people that still come in asking for Static. He's like another one that people are super into. Not as much as Spider-Punk, but Static Shock does sell consistently. And especially because now, since like DC is so Batman centric, like if you went to Midtown Comics and you looked at the wall,
yeah,
the DC section, it's just Batman related characters.
Sure.
So the fact that DC keeps re-upping this character when they don't play no games, like if your title is mid, you're not making it past like 6 issues. Like they're gonna shut you down. So he made it to like what? This is his 2nd volume.
So 6th issue on this one, but I think there's, I also believe there's, I don't know if anyone in the chat can correct
It's like Shadows of Dakota. Shadows of Dakota, I think is like the second.
This is the
almost got hit with a bike.
Well, you can take a seat, man. It's all good.
I mean, I'm trying to look for a seat to take.
Oh, there you go. I'll pay $100 if Fedora yells "F you" at the next. If Fedora, Wade says, "I'll pay $100 if Fedora yells "F you" at the next honk."
Yeah, it's crazy because like the honk is not even. I probably won't even have time to say it. I probably won't
that's
even.
Hilarious. The chat is on fire today. Oh my god, that's hilarious, man. Anyway, so I'm sure this comic book is on the com floor as I speak.
No, definitely. It has to be.
This is a really tough high grade. I've seen it raw for 150. I've seen it raw for 200. This is actually held pretty well from out the gates. The high I saw was 500 in this book. I saw mid go a couple months ago for 400, and I actually just saw a recent sale for 350 and 9.8. I think that 350 is a great investment. Just because even if he doesn't make it to DC Universe or whatever,
I think he will.
It's still, I mean, I feel like these prices are not, it's all good, man. I think these prices are good with the fact that it's holding without people really anticipating him making it to the DCU. However, like Fedora was saying, like I think there's a pretty good chance he could make it to DCU.
James Gunn, if you don't put Static in the DCU, unalive yourself. Static and Blue Beetle next to each other in a movie,
fucking A,
like
man.
That would, in a good movie, mind you, in like a Young Justice or something.
Yeah.
Like the world, I can't even. I'm just gonna mute my mic because I don't even have words. But you could continue.
I mean, and again, you guys, Fedora is quite a bit younger than me, so that's speaking from the future of like DC, MC, like comics in general. So,
bro, when I was in middle school, especially like in urban, like I can only speak for major metropolitan areas, but if you were like a person of color living in a major metropolitan area, Philadelphia, New York City, New Haven, Hoboken, Jersey City, Static was that dude. Static, like in my opinion, he was once more relevant than Black Panther. And I don't care if y'all hate me or whatever, but he was. And you could fight me on this.
No fight. No, this is a peaceful place, man. This is a peaceful place, bro. And that I mean, that's kind of like that's a great assessment. I just think this cover is like fucking beautiful. And it's cover of the year 2023, and it's held that price point for a majority of it since this comic book came out. So I think he was in middle school. Well, no, he's not that young, but he's pretty young. So all right. Next up, going a little bit older, going a little more classic, ASM 252. And these are direct prices, by the way. Before I was a purveyor of Secret Wars #8 for being like the cover comic book to get. But now that I've kind of like don't really care for that comic book, I've kind of gravitated more to wanting this book versus Secret Wars #8. So these prices came out in the direct edition from 9.8, the high 1700, mid 1300. I don't know who the was selling this for $900 and 9.8. However, that's the price. Are you serious, Doc Joe? Well, Doc Joe, if you're hunting for one, these are the prices, man. I mean, you know what I mean? So, Fedora, what you think about this book, man, compared to Secret Wars #8?
Yeah, it's so crazy. I saw this book at like a very fine near mint at the Queens location in Midtown Comics. Because in the Queens location, we have some like raw books. We have like an outlet. And they got like an amazing dollar bin section. So check it out. And like there's like a lot of good deals that you can find if you're lucky. I saw that book on the wall for $80. Very fine near mint, raw, $80.
And
I remember thinking, man, $80? That's a little bit too much. And then I walked away.
Oh, that's all right. Hey, you know what? So Renee's gonna. I don't know if he'll be able to comment later on, but there's a book that he wanted me to mention on the channel today, and we were laughing because he saw it for $10 at a comic book store that we frequent, or that I frequent, I guess. And I asked him, "Do you feel worse about not buying the book, or do you feel like a dumbass for, or would you rather be the guy who didn't buy the book or miss the opportunity, or the dumbass that sold it for $10? You know what I mean?" So, anyway, I mean, it's not a big deal, man. It's not a big deal. I mean, whatever. We've all had that, man. I mean, what's the one book that? I mean, whatever. We have those stories all over the place. So,
I mean, it's
if you're not trying. All right. Well, I didn't want to mention it, Renee, but all right. That's the.
It is what it is. It happens to all of us, bro. It happens
to all of us. So, is what it is. We're about halfway through the list today, guys. I want to say super thank you to everyone for coming through. We had 16 live, almost to 20, which is great on a Friday night before we got McClay's show coming up. Stein's big show is coming up pretty soon here. Maybe a little warm up to that, all that. And again, we just started a new Discord. It's the nameless Discord for right now. I will pop it in let's see here. I'll pop it in again for all you guys. Hold on 1 second. What the hell? Oops. I'm trying to disconnect. Oh shit. Whatever. Okay. Oh, sorry. Here, I'll copy this here. Yeah, if you guys wanna
just a little FYI, I don't talk much on the Discord.
Oh, you talk good enough, man. I love it.
I mean, I talk, but I don't. I mean, I talk to Deferred in private messages and Renee, but outside of that, I don't really. Unfortunately.
No, man.
If you follow me on Instagram, I'll talk to you.
Man, you're good. You're good, man. You're good.
Instagram takes precedent over everything.
Instagram takes precedent. All right, let's get into the next one before I do a giveaway here. So Renee, I think you may have left the chat, but this was one of your picks, I believe, or maybe it was mine. I can't remember, but this hits nostalgia for me because I remember this comic book as a kid, and it was only $1 cover price, and my mom and dad said, "You have way too many comic books, like you can't get this book." And so I was like, oh. And then when the pandemic hit, there was rumors of a new show coming out, and the movie just came out. By the way, if you haven't seen the new TMNT movie, it's fucking good. It's really, really good. I would recommend watching it. Fedora, have you seen the new TMNT movie? I just came out.
The entire Midtown staff, we all went to go see it together.
What'd you think?
I thought it was the best. I thought it was the best one, in my opinion. Only because I think that it really captures what kids in New York City, like how they act, how they talk. I have a teenager, and they do their thing. And it kind of resembles the conversations that she has with her friends, and when I'm listening, and it's authentic. And the biggest problem for me was that TMNT never really felt like it was teenagers. It felt like it was adult interpretations of what teenagers act like. And I grew up in New York City. I grew up in the Bronx. And even when I was a kid seeing the 1990s movie, I was like, who the hell is saying cowabunga? Like, who the hell is saying all of this? We don't say these we don't use surfer lingo. Like, it's so weird. Whatever. But this one, it's authenticious, as I would say.
Yeah. No, I mean, like that's I didn't even think of that take on it. I don't know if like growing up, I did like the Cowabunga, I did like the cartoon, whatnot. That was probably one of my top 5 favorite cartoons ever. But I didn't think of the actual the origin of like New York. The movie, though, I would say I felt like it represented New York in a way that you're probably alluding to, but yeah, they didn't really talk with New York accent so much, but it was very dark, like the original comic book.
Only Raphael had like a New York accent.
Yeah. Raphael definitely in the movie was like definitely like New York, right?
Yeah.
But for me, I mean, it's just nostalgia with this book. It was pretty expensive during the pandemic, obviously for many reasons. Recently, though, a newsstand version of this book, high $75, which I think is a little high. Now these are on near mint prices supposedly. $40. A low, I'm thinking probably 9.4 at best, is 15, which I still for a newsstand is pretty cool. Yeah, I would probably, if I'm going to a con, I'd probably ask to take this out of the seal just to look at the back, because the back is susceptible to a lot of spine ticks and all that stuff. But the cover, nostalgic wise, it just always pops. I actually have this book in 9.4, signed by the man Kevin Eastman, who, by the way, we were talking about in the Discord, we were talking about Neil Adams, I think, because he's not the most pleasant person to deal with. For being as famous and probably rich as he is, Kevin Eastman was just an awesome dude to like meet and like just get an autograph from. I did pay, I think $50 for his autograph, but I mean, it was worth every single dime I paid for it. So, anyway, let's see here. So, okay, sorry.
You know how I feel about newsstands, so I'm not even gonna.
I mean, man, like newsstands are cool to me, man. Whatever.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's newsstand. I don't. This is a conversation for another show. This is a conversation for another show.
We'll take this offline. We'll take this conversation offline.
Yeah, another show. Maybe if y'all want my opinion on newsstands, I'll talk about it another time. But like, I don't.
All right.
I'd buy it though. I'd buy it at whatever price. I think it's definitely worth it.
No, man, no. Yeah, I think the newsstand thing is like, it's just kind of like. Would I rather? I guess. All
right. Listen, I'll give my hot take. You ready?
Yeah.
I think newsstands are a sham for people to sell books for more money.
Okay, that is okay. Can I ask you this though?
Yeah.
Because honestly, I just wondered. How about a later years newsstand, like a newsstand from like 2011, for example? Same.
I don't. It's the same book. One just has No. I know. But I'm just saying, like, I cannot. Like, I just don't understand it. It's just one of those things where I'm lost at the concept of it. Like, I don't know. Like,
I think it's baseball and like sports collectors coming from sports and going into comic book collecting. I think that's what it is. That's really what's pushed it, in my opinion. I don't know.
Because when I was collecting, like newsstands weren't really like a thing to me. Because I mean, I don't know.
And Doc Joe, that's a good point too. It's like the whole like how they were sold is just on a rack, kind of outside. I don't really like. I guess like in my opinion, like I don't know, the barcode looks cooler to me. That's the stupidest fucking thing to pay like an extra $400 for something. But that's just why I
agree. Cooler, but, yeah, I agree. I like I like the barcode. I don't like the stupid Spider-Man face on every direct edition. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like if it's not a Spider-Man book, why does it have your face on it? And for some covers, it makes it look ugly. So I can understand like why you would want I don't know.
And I guess it's like, you know, it's all preference, right? And like if you value that extra, if that extra $700 or whatever it is if that's the value it's like, you know, coming into, then yeah, I guess it makes sense to the person who's buying it, right? But a lot of good discussion here about the newsstands, evidently. The Mark Jewelers one, that's a tough one for me though. With Mark Jewelers, like I can't pay money for Mark Jewelers because like it's inside, right? When you encase it, and it doesn't like if it was with Mark Jewelers, if it was like an advertisement for like G.I. Joes, that would be cool because you're like, oh snap, it brings back the nostalgia factor, right?
But that's Mark Jeweler, bro. That's Mark the Jeweler. They made a movie about like my guy, bro. Like that's crazy. It isn't a comic, bro. Like that makes more sense. Like this was whatever. Like I like Adam Sandler played him in a movie.
That's right.
Mark is forever goated, bro. He's forever goated. And to have a comic and an ad that he bought is crazy. But if you have a newsstand Mark Jewelers, damn, that's crazy. Like that's I'm like, oh, okay. Like that will shut me up. That would shut me up.
I like
but
it.
anyways, you can continue.
It's a good discussion, man. I like to know everyone's perspective. Sometimes I'm like, Percy's like, he was going to the next book. I could do the next book or do another giveaway. It's up to you guys. But we'll go with the next book. All right, I got 2 books for y'all. So, let's see here. Master of Kung Fu. This is like, for me, Shang-Chi for like the Asian MCU, right? He's like the Captain America or the Iron Man. He's the main guy, right, for the Asian part of the MCU. I think this is a great value pick because it's a Silver Age, Bronze Age type book, right? I picked a 9.2 just because I thought that was a pretty like even like place to be. The high for 9.2 the past few months, $700. Mid is half a G, and the low for 9.2, you kidding me, is $400 for a quote unquote like possible marquee character going with the MCU moving forward. You could say that like if you're a fan of like Asian characters, like that's like you're gonna want to have this book. And the fact that a 9.2 is going for this much, I think is a pretty good steal. Who knows? What do you think, Medora?
Oh, I think that I think Shang-Chi is kind of like leading the charge right now in the MCU. So yeah, I mean I don't really know like what they're gonna do with him in like the comic perspective, but I think the first appearance for a character under $1,000 that's kind of like important in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's not bad.
Yeah, and it's an older book too, right? It's not one; it's an older book too. 9.2 is not a bad grade. I think 9.4s go up another $200 to $300, but yeah. And I definitely do have a theme for Swordmaster. I just threw that in there. I'm just thinking like modern, like quote unquote ghosts that you may be able to find. Swordmaster 2, the cover's just did a bomb just go off? And like, what the hell just happened, dude?
I walked under a train underpass.
Oh,
sorry about
like,
that.
Is that a bomb, dude? Like, what the fuck? Anyway, yeah, I think this variant's great. There's no real good data on this book though. So either one, people don't give a shit. I do. I love Swordmaster. I got so many comments for Swordmaster that, you know.
Hey, Swordmaster's here to stay, bro. So listen, Swordmaster's here to stay. And like I said, like Swordmaster is here to stay. So if you're looking, if you like Iron Fist and you're enjoying the new run or whatever, you know, Swordmaster's gonna be here for a while. So as Iron Fist, I think, in my opinion. Disclaimer: I do not sell books.
Disclaimer: he does not sell books. This book was selling for like 400 to 450, where people are asking at 9.8. It's a really tough 9.8. Not a lot of Swordmaster 2s or 3s. There's a Swordmaster 3 variant. These are 1 in 25s, I believe, or at least 1 in 50s, or at the most 1 in 50s. It's just a sick cover, and not a lot of comic books are buying this. Bruce Lee would have been perfect as Shang-Chi. He might be able to be, I think, basically like Shang-Chi, I bet, was patterned after Bruce Lee. I would say that. So that you're right on that, my friend. Street Food is good. So yeah, just a couple more books if you're hunting for. Those are the prices you want to look for. That Swordmaster 2 is just hard to get data on. But anyway, real quick before we move on, I'm going to do the Star Wars portion giveaway. So I'm giving away all these to one lucky person who can tell me. Let's see here. Where's the? This is the hit. These Darth Maul, #1, and just some Kanan books as well. So this is all one giveaway. Let's see here. What should I ask that we talked about in the show today? Okay.
I don't even remember what we talked about like 2 minutes ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, 9/8. Not 9/8. Newsstands. Whatever.
Let me see here. Let me think. Uncircumcised. Okay. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. Hold on. I need some more bourbon. I don't know what that means. Okay, what is the movie that we just talked about that's associated with one of the books we talked about just now?
There was like 2 movies.
The movie just came out, and it has to do with it's a nostalgic kind of character about what I like, but yeah.
There's like 2 movies.
I know there's 2, but the one specifically you just saw with a bunch of your friends at Midtown. What was
it? Oh, okay.
Joshua Davis, you are the winner of the Star Wars books. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll get your address, all that good stuff. You get all these bad boy books. Hit me up, please. Thank you so much. All right. That's really Seeking Susan. That was awesome, dude. Doc Joe with some jokes tonight. I ain't never seen Sleepless in Seattle. I know it's weird, but yeah. Yeah, Josh, just hit me up, man. Congrats on that one. And the last giveaway, we'll just do a regular old, like, whatever. So, anyway, so next up, I'm really getting into this VHS, Blu-ray, spec, whatever you want to call it. But I want to keep it kind of like linear on one particular person. Fedora, have you seen Bram Stoker's Dracula before?
No.
No, okay.
I think we spoke about this.
We spoke about the video game, but fucking Wade.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was Brokeback Mountain too. I was about to say, wow. I wonder what the
movie's gonna talk about. Yeah. So, if anyone else has seen Bram Stoker's Dracula, it's a classic movie from the mid-90s. It's Bram Stoker's Dracula. The book is like kind of the Bible when it comes to Dracula books, what have you. However, Winona Ryder movies in Dracula. Interesting. Fedora's about to go ape shit on someone. Keanu Reeves actually is in the movie. Keanu Reeves is in Bram Stoker's Dracula. He gets all the blood pumped out of him. Chicks be feeding on him and all that stuff. So you know how like horror goes into kind of like these like cycles. So like right now it's like zombies and what have you. Exorcist is kind of coming into fruition. There's a lot of Exorcist type movies. I think vampire movies are on that cycle.
There's a lot of vampire comic books.
There's a lot of vampire comic books.
I can name them all.
Okay, go for it.
Midnight Club, Bloodstained Teeth. There's one with the kids, Little Monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's 2 that came out this week. I forgot what it was called, but there was one that came out by Image, like literally like just this past Wednesday. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then there's another Dracula book coming out next week. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then there's a lot of there's a manga called Dracula that just came out. Japanese author, right. Amazing art. #Dracula. That's the name of it. Not even joking.
Yeah.
And it's based on Bram Stoker's.
Okay.
And yeah, those are the. I mean, I guess I can't name all of them, but those are all the ones that I read.
Point taken though. You just need to have a shitload of, and that's just comic books, right? I may be totally wrong, but we're talking about VHSs real quick. This is $12.99 sealed VHS. So I know there's some people who are like, oh, VHSs are dumb, yada yada. For $12.99, I mean, like, fuck it, why not, right?
You want to display it?
Display it. I think it's a cool cover, man. I think it's dope. It's a classic. When I think of vampire movies, and people are like, oh, what's a good vampire movie you should watch? Bram Stoker's Dracula is always at the top. It's just really good. Fedora, I think you should watch it. Point Break. Where are you at? Southpaw Brad. Air got dirty and sex got clean. LA, right? So, Fedora, real quick, have you seen this movie?
No.
Bro, go home and watch.
When I was a kid, I was like a sci-fi. Okay. I was more of like a sci-fi kid, sci-fi action. So I wasn't really watching Dracula or Point Break. I was watching Terminator, RoboCop, Predator, Alien, The Thing. I was really into like sci-fi stuff.
Yeah. This is my favorite movie of all time. Oh, I'd say it's my second favorite movie of all time. Keanu Reeves is, this is like, I would say, like, he did this movie, he did Speed, like right after Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Patrick Swayze, of course, is in it, and who doesn't like a freaking movie about surfers that rob banks, man? It's awesome. It's all about LA back in the 90s. I have this sealed, but not this version. I have like the 20th century one. It's definitely hit the nostalgia like cash cow with people, because a 9.2 IGS is online right now for like $256. So anyway, I think this goes for like $100. It's a really simple cover. I have the poster. I need the VHS. I might get the 4K. There is a steelbook coming out for this as well, but you gotta go OG, get the VHS. So Back to the Future is Oh, I do like that movie too. Anyway, I don't know if our homie is still in the chat, but Renee, these two are for you. The story with Renee is, yes, he did see this, and supposedly it's the first print. I don't know if that's true, because I've heard weird things about the print run on this book. Some people say it's a 3,000 print run. Some other people say it's like upwards of 5. I've heard stories where they basically went to like a printer shop and like printed out like at a Kinko's. That's why it's size. Like I've heard all this shit, right?
It's a Kinko's.
Yeah. I don't really know, but Renee evidently found this for $10 on the wall and did not buy it.
Wait, TMNT?
TMNT #1.
Yeah.
Supposedly first print. I don't know if that's true.
Renee.
We'll say it's a third print, just to make it feel better.
Renee saw an homage cover.
No, man, this is like 20 years ago, I'm guessing. But like, if we won't even talk about it anymore. Anyway, Renee, this is for you. I don't even know what I would offer for this book at this point, because I feel like every single one is graded. If I saw it at a Comic Con,
it's a third print.
I'd pay for it. A first.
I'd pay a first print.
Yeah.
What grade?
Let's say 9.4. What would you pay for this? 36K? 36,000? That sounds like a good price.
I'm like, if I had the money, if I had FU money,
yeah,
probably 50K. That would be my ceiling.
Okay, 50K, 9.4.
Yeah.
That's actually, I mean, I was lowballing a guy, right?
That's my lowball.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually, you're probably a lot better. And evidently we have an 11-year-old in the chat. AOA is 11 years old. Okay. His other book I chose for him was Witchblade #1. The reason being is when when I first met Renee, he brought this book over to me, and this book was going for like $50, $100, like, you know.
How much is it now?
It's a hard question to answer. So I was looking at the retailer, and there's a retailer gold and not retailer. It's like a Dynamic Forces Gold edition of this book.
Of course there is.
And I love it, man. I freaking love those. I love those Dynamic Forces books. I saw a 9.8 dude was asking $1,000 for it. I probably offer him like 400.
Sukalamik. All right, that's what I got to say for that. He wanted 1,000.
He wanted 1,000 for it. I would have offered 400 for it, 9.8, just because of nostalgic factor. This isn't the exact one. It has Dynamic Forces Gold on the lower left-hand corner. Supposedly they're signed by Michael Turner, so you'd have to go CBCS to get it like gold or whatever. But
didn't he die?
He passed away of cancer like a long time ago.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So really sad. But
I thought he was still alive.
No, he passed away a long time ago. I think before like 20. I don't know. Chat. I don't know if you guys know, but
I'm devastated.
He's devastated.
I thought homie was like.
No, so man. He's hella unalive. Anyway, only a mook would pay
$1,000 yo, dead ass, bro. Like dead ass. Like the New York is just like coming out of me because like 1,000 is just like
2008. Rest in peace.
A ridiculous price for Witchblade. For Witchblade, you gonna pay 1,000
for Witchblade Dynamic Forces Gold Edition, bro?
No.
Anyway, yeah. So I wasn't sure if it was at first. Told Trey, and he bought it. I found out. So anyway, the regular edition though, I'd probably pay just because I'm sentimental about it. Like in high grade, I pay $100 for it, and I'd probably be someone be like, "Oh, I'm taking this motherfucker." But that's just me. I have this. The acetate version in a 9.6.
Hashtag acetate gate.
Hashtag acetate gate. And I'm happy with it. I mean, I love the cover. It's always been there for me. So, anyway. And then to end the show today, I just wanted to point out something that I'm really getting into and just kind of pointing some stuff out. So these are consoles I want to invest in. This PS4 Spider-Man goes for like 400 to 500. This Super Nintendo, this is CIB.
Whoa, what is this guy doing?
It's good you trashed it, yeah. I don't know if this Super Nintendo is CIB or sealed. I'm guessing it's CIB. This goes for around 300. This Super Mario Brothers 2, this goes for around 400. These are all sealed, right? Everyone ungraded.
Who was paying 400? I don't care if Obama touched it.
Nostalgia, man. I'm telling you.
No, I'm for a 2DS paying 400 for a 2DS.
I love it, man. I love it. But this motherfucker right here, this is a Final Fantasy console.
What is that?
It's Final Fantasy 1.
Blow it up in the chat. Blow it up in the chat. I can't. I don't even know what that looks like. A cassette tape from here.
I can't blow it up in the chat because I don't have the link anymore. I'm sorry. But oh wait, I do. Hold on. So here it is. It's I'll share this tab instead. It's Wonder Swan Color Final Fantasy Limited Edition console. Final Fantasy 1.
Now
$144.
Now we're talking Wonder Swan. When you talk about, this is a console that I wouldn't like, that I would buy only because no one gave a damn about it.
Exactly, right? So this is Final Fantasy 1. So for you Final Fantasy nerds out there, present company included, down there as well. Vinny, if you're in the chat, you're probably not because you're out like, I don't know, being Vinny. That's a good thing. I wish
Vinny's gonna come out of nowhere. Well, actually,
I have 17 of these copies, and they're all rated 9.8.
Yeah. So the Wonder Swan had a print of like 3,000 copies sold in North America, and if you're looking at the prices, like yo, Vinny's a beast.
I know. And you can go fuck yourself. That's basically Final Fantasy 7 from '97 is a beast. That's my favorite of all time, right? But $144, and Vinny really hits on these. He hits on the international Japanese market as being untapped. $144 for a console, Final Fantasy, Japanese. I'll take a stab at it for sure. Fedora, What do you think about this? You kind of already alluded to it, but tell me what else do you think?
Anything sealed for under $200, that's
from Japan, dude. From Japanese.
Oh, is that? Oh, that yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. All right, I said I'd do one more giveaway. Let me just grab this. So this is kind of my ode to fuck FOC. I did a post earlier, like this past week. This was on FOC list all day I don't know, like a year ago, I want to say.
What is that?
It's the Blade Vampire Nation.
What is that even worth now?
I bought this for like $25. It's probably a 9.8, 9.6 candidate, but I said, you know what? I love my beats, man. I'm giving this away, along with some other books and some other.
You're welcome.
And some other another Blade book. So I'm gonna take out some people that already won in the chat, but if you want to be part of this giveaway, I need you guys to do two things for me. One, join the Discord chat and make fun. Yeah. Join the nameless server if you like, or if you could.
Can we change the new server to off the radar?
No, we're not doing. We're gonna let any radar or off OTR combination. It's gone. It's done.
I like the off the radar because we're like,
we don't want to. We want to keep. You want to keep that. Just it was a good time.
All right.
We're just trying to. We're trying to move on, move forward, all that good stuff. But
nameless server.
Okay.
The nameless.
I'll say this: you don't have to join the Discord, but if you'd like to, you can join the Discord. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Give Fedora a thumbs up.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Like, all subscribe.
That.
Yes, do that, and also shout outs to Instagram. Follow Ford on Instagram. He's always posting stuff. He posts more than me, bro. I never post on Instagram. I got like that one picture.
You're like the ninja. You're like the ninja of
Nah, like I never post.
It's like it's like a puzzle.
Yeah, like I'll make one post and then I'll delete it like a few hours later.
I can't call it Filipino Playground because I'm not really the owner of it. I'm just like a co-owner, I guess or like just I don't even call an owner. Like I'm just like someone that wants to help it grow. Let's just say that. Same, right?
Same.
So let's say, okay, hashtag FOC sucks. If you want to be put in, and I'm giving away 4 books here. Plus, like this book only goes for like $15, but the time I bought it, it was like $30. So take my money. All that stuff. JD Comics, and you have to believe in that, okay, guys? Who else we got? I guess anyone wants to be in the part of the. Oh, Wade's in there. Hey, Wade, do you want to be part of this? D Percy. Anybody else? Bab Taylor. Here, let me do this. I will share. Oh, Brian LCS is still here. Okay. Brian, I'm tired of winning. Okay.
Is anyone gonna be at NYCC?
Street food. Brian.
No one's gonna be at NYCC. All right.
I think a lot of these peeps are West Coast peeps.
Oh.
And no. Is that everybody? You got 21 live. I mean, Chungy was there earlier. Chungy. Oh, Chungy was there earlier. Southpaw Brad. Southpaw. We got 7 in the chat. You don't have to really think that FLC sucks. That's just a kind of a joke between myself, Fedora, and Pickles, who yeah, you know,
I don't care for FOC.
Yeah. You probably don't like FOC because all the people that fucking bug you about it.
Oh yeah, we get a lot of those. Like we get a lot of like I could smell the FOC people. I don't even have to know you to know what you're coming here to do.
Right.
You know. So disclaimer: I do not flip or sell books, and I am not part of the FOC people who line up in front of comic book stores before they open to buy variants. Just got to put that out there.
I love it. I saw 10 for the drawing. All right. Anyone else?
Did anybody read that American Psycho book though?
You didn't like it though, right?
And I bought 2 copies because there's a guy I know at a coffee shop that I deliver mail to, and he's super into horror. So as like a good gesture, like I bought multiple copies just to give out to like people in the area that that I deliver mail to and I speak to, and I know kind of have a vague idea of what their interests are, and so it's always good to kind of like pay it forward in some ways.
Cave Drawings. If you guys are not following Cave Drawings on Instagram, please do so. And I actually have his stickers on my iPad. I don't know if you knew that, but it's my iPad for work, and people always comment on it. That one Discord group. Huh? Okay. All right. Let's do the giveaway again. 18 likes. Thanks so much, everyone, for coming through today. This was like a big show. Just kind of resetting a lot of stuff. Again, we did shut down the old OTR. We started a new Discord. It's basically the same thing. We just kind of want to start everything over.
New year, new chat. New year, new Ferd. New year, new me.
Is that a song, man? I don't know if we're gonna start doing an OTR type show to follow, I guess, at this point. But I know that myself and Renee, who's in the chat. Renee, I don't know if you want to plug the Discord that myself, Fedora, and Renee are in at this point, but we're working on some stuff there. Some esports type stuff I may be starting to do like on the weekly, but we still will be doing the show on Sundays. I just don't know if I just couldn't do one this weekend because I'll be out of town at a beer festival. So anyway, all right, I'm just gonna shut up and just do the giveaway because no one gives a shit about me. Anyway, all right, let's go.
Yo, follow me at FedoraCom on Instagram. Join the Discord, and hit us up.
That was a good plug. That was good. That was good.
Thank you.
Renee, I don't know if you want to plug in the fucking Dragon's Den Discord, but just let me know. And congrats to Cave Drawings, man. Hit me up on Instagram. We'll get that. I'll get those books out to you. You win the FOC. I can't believe I paid $25 for this book. I should have got it graded.
It's a nice cover.
It's a nice cover, but we don't do cover buys here, right, fellas? We don't do cover buys.
No.
Okay. Yeah,
unless you're me, I do cover buys.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, man. I guess that's our show. Hour 20. Great times on a Friday. If you're at NYCC, hope you guys appreciated. Hope you appreciate our list. Happy hunting. We'll see you guys next week. If you guys have ideas or want to hear about stuff on on the next show for next weekend, we may do.
Yeah, we haven't spoken about Pokemon in so long.
Oh my God, we'll do a Pokemon show next week for sure.
Yeah, we have to. We have to at this point.
Fedora, I want to say thank you so much, man. Just you're always on point with everything you do. Everyone loves you. They admire you. They don't want to be you. They just don't want to be you because that's a little weird. But they do respect all the information that you give.
I love you all. I love everybody and that talks to me, messages me on Instagram. I'm not a mook. I reply to every single post. I give love back. And if you're ever in the New York City area, message me. Let me know. We'll hang out. We'll break bread. We'll chill. The community is very small and it's not going to survive without us. So pay it forward. If you're ever at a local comic book store, buy 2 copies, not to flip, but to give to someone, to say, hey, man, I think you like this TV show. I think you'd be interested in this. And we got to help spread this hobby 1 book at a time. So instead of thinking about flipping a book, disclaimer, I do not sell books on eBay. Buy an extra copy for a friend, a family member, or just somebody you might know, because they might become readers.
Mm-hmm.
So,
especially the little ones, especially the young kids, man. Give away the books to the young kids. Yeah.
Yes.
Make them the hobby. And you know, as far as the Discord's concerned, the nameless one, I'll be on there like from time to time live. If you want to chat, just to kind of bullshit. We had like 4 people, myself, Wade, Cody, and Southpaw Brad were just cutting it up, all that good stuff. But y'all have a great weekend. I may be on the OTR, or sorry, I may be on the nameless server later on tonight or tomorrow. Come say what's up. Y'all have a great weekend. Take care.